Hello, my friends, and welcome to episode 61 of One Credit Classics. Why the dramatic pauses, you ask? Well, to prepare you for the many that we're about to experience in this week's title. Perhaps one of the best examples of shoehorning a new generation title onto an older generation machine in 90s history. It's the golden goose of Street Fighter collectible cartridges, which I know my boy Callum is all over. Shouts, my friend. Street Fighter Alpha 2 on the Super Nintendo. That's right, a 32-bit fighting classic delivered on Nintendo's very own 16-bit iconic powerhouse. This came out at the end of 1996 in North America, Japan, and the EU. And outside of Japan, this version was published by Nintendo instead of Capcom. Capcom themselves were concentrating on the wave of CD consoles that were being released, such as the PS1 and the Saturn. Now, this version made use of the SDD1 chip for graphical decompression, but it still couldn't escape the huge pauses that occurred between fights and at key points, simply because of the magnitude of what the SNES was being asked to do. There are a selection of secrets in this slimmed down version though, such as a fightable Shin Akuma and the cheat to play classic Chun-Li, but not as many as the various other versions. Interestingly enough, Shin Akuma was playable, but via an action replay code. 71C2714, if you're interested. I never played this version, but I played this game a lot, and the ambition of this cartridge, its lateness in the SNES's canon, have really given it a life and almost a mythology of its own. Where else then is there to carry out such crazy experiments other than here on One Credit Classic? So we're going to beat up a lot of people and try and win the title once again of World's Strongest Fighter. Although modern day, you'd imagine Mariusz Pudzianowski has got that locked down in a lot of respects. Anyhow, details. To the fighting, my friends. Let's do this, shall we? I shall be using, I don't know, can please. Manual and go speed normal. There's a lot of that. Get ready for a lot of awkward gap filling. So, I mean, that's a well-drawn background. Unreal, and it gets even better. And we're off. Right. Ken's so good on this. Right. See if I can. There we go. Nice. No sound here either. And level 2 on the super combo, which is nice. Beautiful. So what do I get for that? 46,500. Anything near it? Because there's so many bonuses on this. Like 1 million isn't the big score that it used to be. But it's what's it? It's well kind of achievable. Nice. And that's his other super combo. So you've got the one with punch, which is that one that goes forward, and then you've got the one that kick. The kick one's dead handy. And obviously, way up. Unlucky. If you use the kick one, what you'll find is that it'll go straight up in the air. Right. Cheeky. Nice. Oh, and again. Beautiful. That's pretty solid. Incredible. It's mad, isn't it? You thought I was taking the mick with all them dramatic pauses. Next time I won't be so easy on you. Well, I absolutely kicked the shit out of you, to be honest, so I don't understand what I could have done. Probably nicked his phone or something. Bloody hell. It's getting tough early. Straight on to Thailand. Like the curious sex tourist. Blonde mullet, massive eyebrows, rad sleeveless gi. I mean, it's a solid look. Shout out to my boy Rez, owner of the best rad gi I think I've ever seen. And the 500 tab-based puns that followed from that. I still undertake that he took the crown with Tab C Nesbitt. But I mean, I was happy with Tabba ranks anyhow. I'm getting beaten up here. Tab of ranks, though. Right. Enough dicking around. Enough jokes that one person's going to get. Like, to focus a bit. It's like that Bjork song, isn't it? Not a bad result, though. Sagat's tricky on this. As you saw when we did Street Fighter Alpha, the arcade version. Like, Street Fighter Alpha, the arcade version, Sagat is ridiculously hard with his 7-hit Tiger Uppercut. Here we go. Nice. Oh. Be honest, I wasn't trying for that. Oh, fuck off. Jesus, right, focus. Oh. Naughty. And get... Oh, I think he's blocked that. Oh! He went to counter that. Beautiful. Oh, that's so cheap. You saw it's cheap because he did that, like, 2-step animation where he just blocks it and then falls on the floor in disgust almost. And you can see my energy bar where the thing is an S with a piece of cheese next to it. Yeah, forget that. You need to save time on this. These runs can last hours just because of all the all the loading times. On to England. And Birdie. In a toilet, quite grossly. The crazy thing with this is, like, the backgrounds are actually drawn in quite good detail. Obviously, in the arcade, like, there's extra frames of animation. There's bits like one of those cubicle doors comes open, if I remember right, and there's somebody in one of them. But the level of faithful kind of they aren't as animated, but the level of faithful kind of graphic backgrounds is actually quite good on this. Like all said, I mean, oh yeah, oh, God Almighty, I was lucky. Nice. I mean, it's funny, like the things with the oh God, oh fuck off. Nice. Yeah, you're getting out of that. Yeah, like the whole point of this, like cartridge, really was like a kind. It was like a swan song, really. And the series had moved on. I mean, this is essentially, as I said in the intro, a 32-bit game done on a 16-bit system. But they did such a good job with this, considering like just how much they had to squash in. It doesn't look. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you're playing it on a Tiger handheld or something. Do you know what I mean? It's comparable. And I'll be honest with you, without those loading times, I don't know. It's a very good. It's a really, really good version, to be honest with you. Yeah, the other versions have got more, but then it's common sense in it. Do you know what I mean? It's always gonna happen. Right, let's take care of this cat. Come on. That'll get him. Beautiful. And yeah, your other versions are always gonna have kind of more, and there's more hidden characters and stuff like that, and like more kind of bonuses and just more frames of animation, more everything. But what do you want? It's like, yeah, do you know what I mean? If you buy like if you buy a PC with a twice as big hard drive, then you're gonna be able to fit twice as much stuff on it. Do you know what I mean? It's the same principle. It's incredible they did. This isn't hot. This isn't half as good as the Saturn version, I was gonna say, or maybe the arcade PlayStation version. Hey Blondie, here's a quarter. Get your own moves. Sick. I love Dan. Who are you? Do you know the art of fighting? Incredible. Shout outs to those people who get that cookie little reference. Let's get ready to rumble. So Dan, obviously, after you ladies first, Dan was a character that Capcom designed as a kind of a get back at SNK for their Art of Fighting series. Because obviously after Street Fighter 2, Art of Fighting came out and it had Ryo, who was very similar to Ryo Sakazaki, who was very similar to Ryu. It was like a cross between Ryu and Ken because he had like a blonde hair and an orange gi, but he had like a fireball and a dragon punch. And you had Robert Garcia, who was supposed to be a bit like Ken, ponytail, black hair, looked a bit like Eric Silver from Karate Kid 3. But oh, that's nice. But the reason why the Dan thing's so funny and why it's such a funny kind of rib from Capcom is that he's rubbish. Like he's purposefully a bad character as a send off of those SNK characters. Like if any of you ever played Super Puzzle Fighter 2 on the PlayStation, which was absolutely phenomenal. Like when you blew blocks up, what you'd happen is you'd get different shapes, different color patterns of blocks, and Dan's colours were all one colour. So if you did a big attack, you would drop just massive red gems for you to just blow up, and inevitably, that'd be his demise. Oh, and he taunts a lot as well. Right, come on. Can't help but like him though, to be honest with you. Oh, he didn't get out of the way of that, did he? Oh, Dan. But like I say, it's a cool kind of bit of... It's classic Capcom in it, really, do you know what I mean? It's taking something kind of maybe out the ordinary a little bit, and a bit kind of like a... Now you see the difference between us. Amazing. Something a bit kind of out of left field, really, like having a bit of a snipe at SNK. The funny thing was, though, like, there was a lot more of that then. Like, if you're on the One Credit Classics either Facebook page or Twitter account, I'm always tweeting up like images I find from like advertising campaigns from the 90s, and it's unbelievable the way they just constantly get at each other, like the bigger companies do. Like Neo Geo are all like, well, basically, if you've got a SNES or a Genesis, you're basically a child, and like Nintendo and Sega are always like at each other's throats, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Like the old Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Do you know what I mean? And to be this good takes Sega and blast processing and all that stuff. This dickhead. Also, as well, right? How much has Bison been on the growth here? Geezer's absolutely massive, isn't he? Get your Yasada straight on the blower. Ugh. Nice. Do you know what I mean? Bison's absolutely jacked on this. And this is like timeline-wise, this is before Street Fighter 2. So what happened? Maybe he got tested, failed, and then just like went back to his natural weight or something. Because there's nothing natural about how jacked he is there. Oh. Cheeky alpha cat. Oh. I love a ducky middle sweep into a fireball. Or a hit floor and instantly cyclone, if you remember that ridiculous magazine that me and Tran used to read. I love how it's just, that's it. Hey, up we go. Oh, nearly. Once again, referencing one person. Stick that Bison, you dickhead. Ken's so overpowering. It's that thing of with Ken, like, if you ever get hit once on this, he becomes lesser. Because on the other one, it's a bad aggression with Ken, but it's kind of like big single hits. Do you know what I mean? Like his Dragon Punch does like 2 hits. Do you know what I mean? And like you'll do like you'll never do more than 3 or 4 unless you like cross somebody up with a Hurricane Kick. But on this, it's just that constant wave of kind of attacks. Everything does loads of hits and loads of damage. Right, oh, Relento. That cheeky, hang on, let's have a look. Cheeky Fujitsu advert in the background. And the rather randomly big-breasted Statue of Liberty poster. Right. There you go. Oh, Relento's tricky on this. Music's really good on this stage as well, to be honest. I haven't really talked about that too much. Music's really good when you consider, like, it's CD quality on the actual arcade, obviously. Here we go. Oh, nearly. Oh, come on. I thought I had him then. That's a cool throw. Oh. Nice. Yeah, it's basically like, if you think about it now, it's the equivalent of somebody using like a backwards compatible piece of previously like alleged piece of technology to replicate current modern music. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what it is. Like it's the Saturn versions, obviously in the PlayStation versions, had that Capcom Q sound, that arcade sound, that CD quality sound for the home consoles. And the SNES just had the same chip that it had 5 years ago, or 6 years ago, whenever it was like 90, whenever it came out over in Japan. Right. Oh. Struggling a bit here. I need to get some good hits in. There you go. Don't want to get hit by that. It does so much damage. What he does is he strings you up, and then if you do it level 3, strings you up and let his mates turn it out. That's cool. Oh, Jesus. Right. Focus. Oh, no. Oh, God, that was lucky. One more. I didn't get out of that, did he? Bless him. Good result, that. Relentless tricky on this. The higher difficulty settings, he's an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. This on level 6, incidentally. I don't think I said, did I? You're better than you look. Try harder. Jesus. Who's up next? Jen, is it? No. Katana. Another shout as well, because obviously we are playing the American version, which obviously he was renamed from Sodom, as he was in the other versions. Incredible. Right. And obviously he's in Street Fighter Alpha 1, but his original incarnation is in Final Fight. And that obviously that's really one of the first instances, fighting game wise, of a crossover. There's a few in Alpha, isn't there, where you've got Cody, haven't you? Not Cody, Guy, sorry, not Cody. You get Cody later on, don't you? You get Andore later on, do you know what I mean? Oh, get that. What an absolute mugging. Absolutely smashed him in the clinch. I didn't expect Ken to be so good in the clinch. Incredible. Absolutely wrecked. Right, back on. I had to leave one pause, like, oh, naughty. I love how whenever it says 5-8, it looks like it says shit. Oh, God. Rug burn. Oof. Jesus, wet. That does a lot of damage. Straight back in the clinch. Wrecked. Oh, the good old Shinju can save the day. God almighty, that super throw did so much damage. There's a few of them at level 3 that just do a ridiculous amount. Obviously, because it represents a massive risk. Oh, God almighty. Long old day, innit? Jesus. Now you see the difference between it. Well, there's quite a lot of differences, to be honest. Ken's not a complete weeb like that other guy is. Right. Jen. Old man Jen and Ali. Don't think just because you're clearly about 90, I'm not going to absolutely beat the piss out of you now. There's no CCTV here, old man. Here he is. I'm a bit of a traditionalist, me. Come on. Oh, straight into that. You didn't need that, did you? I always wonder as well, like, does it change? Like, I always think, oh, I'll try that, and then never do it. What if it chambers a command up? So, like, if you press the thingy while it's loading in, and then you don't do anything. Oh, get that. I wonder, does it go straight into it? Oh. Music's good on this one. Oh. You see, no match for the fly kick, hit floor instantly cyclone. Or indeed the spinning 7-hit dragon punch, whatever it is. That's a lot of damage. Nice. The bonuses on this are to do with your vitality and your time, I think. So if you get like if you get a really quick perfect, it's worth loads because you get the maximum health, and obviously you get it multiplied by a higher thing. Because I remember, because me and my good friend Mr. Daniel Sanzari used to play Alpha 2 on the Saturn with Shin Akuma, trying to do like a score challenge. You just set the damage up to maximum, so all your moves did a stupid amount. It was ridiculous, honestly. You could completely wipe people out in seconds. Do you know what I mean? You do people in under 10 seconds, like. Oh, that's not very good. Come on. Oh, settle down. Come on. Beautiful. Pulled him in and axe kicked him right in the melon. That's a solid result. Could end up with $1 million here. Depends on my last performance, really. Or does it? In fact, I got a random 85. I wonder why I got that massive bonus there. Maybe because it's 8 wins. Yeah, and this would have been the... Like, I've beaten 8 people. Maybe after you beat the 8, you get the bonus. Because I had that extra one. We had that extra one, didn't we, against Dan? Oh! Gutted. Over to Japan to fight my boy. Oh, the battles we've had. Where have you been? Why? Need some more schooling? Oh! Bloody hell, right, throwing a bit of shade. Like the lesson I gave Sagat. Alright. Sure. Let's see your moves. Show and tell. Ken not really asked there. Let's do it. Nice. Oh, there you go. Fake fireball. Oh, and a million as well. I'd be happy with this. If I can do this without losing a round, this would be a nice run. Level 6, no rounds lost. Over a mil. Oh! Nice. Oh. Here he is. Block that. Oh. He miscued there, didn't he? Sit down. That bass rotten. I would counter that with a right straight. If you ever watched the old Bass Rutten instructional DVDs where everything he's got is just countered by a right straight. What a beast. King of the liver kick, that guy. Right. We're going. Oh, shit. Nice. Hurricane kicks are risky against him. Oh, look at him with his fake fireball. He's got out of that, hasn't he? Come on. I'd love no rounds lost here. Oh, naughty. Go on. Oh, I haven't quite got him, have I? Oh, shit. That's level 3. Come on. Oh, settle down. And that, my good friends. Oh, it's one credit as advertised. Oh, what a load of fun that was. What do we end up on? 1.1? Naughty. 1.1 million. Get up, Ryu. Bloody hell. I mean, smiling after that, I absolutely wailed on him. Something's bugging you. Your heart wasn't in it this time. That battle with Sagat really messed with your head, man. I can see that, to be honest. Stay focused. Remember, it's nothing but the fight. I guess. Well, I mean, you're the one who... Here, you keep this. I mean, you're the one who runs off to get married. If you lose it again, this will remind you of me in the fight. What's he giving him his headband? Thanks, Ken. You helped me a lot. Really? They left each other. Going their separate ways. Promising to meet and fight again. Yeah, Ryu went to train. Ken went to get some women and listen to Alice in Chains, to be honest. There's pros and cons to both, really. Oh, nice. Bit of funk. If you had this at the time, you were at that point where you hadn't embraced, or you hadn't bought, or you couldn't afford, or the million and one reasons why you didn't have like a PlayStation or a Saturn or a next gen one. Maybe you just really loved the SNES. I mean, I had a SNES forever, and then I sold it, and then my wife bought one for both of us. I mean, she wasn't my wife then. I mean, she was shortly afterwards. I mean, those things are probably connected. But yeah, like, there's just not many people who've played this, and it's like I say, I go on about the loading times. Those kind of, I don't say they spoil it, but I mean, those are the only things you point out and say, nah, I'd rather have a different version if you're being kind of quite honest. But I don't know, like, there's such an innate charm to something like this. Like this music, do you know what I mean? It's SNES music, isn't it? But it's cool SNES music. Like those synthy kind of horns. It's just cool. It's just a really cool kind of cookie version. It's a version now that commands quite a lot online. Like if you get a boxed, like a good condition boxed Street Fighter Alpha 2 SNES with cartridge, you know what I mean? I mean, you're talking a lot of money. Hit me up in the comments, Callum. You know how much it's worth. Let me know how much you've seen one for, because I know you're going to be watching this. And that's the thing with this. Like, I love that this channel is perfect for stuff like this. I love kind of quirky little oddities, and I love like stuff that you might not have seen and stuff. I mean, a lot of people haven't seen this. Why would you? It's the end of '96. Do you know what I mean? We all had PlayStations or Saturns, pretty much. SNES, like the SNES was like sitting on a shelf somewhere for a lot of people, which is kind of sad. But it sounds kind of so cool now that you can kind of bring it out. And also, inevitably, like SNES has lasted loads longer because there wasn't any laser equipment in them, and there was less like parts to go wrong. I plug my SNES in like tomorrow. It don't miss a beat. Do you know what I mean? I plug Pro Protector in or something like that, and it goes. It just goes straight on. I don't know. It's just hard not to be such a massive fan of that era, really. Oh shit! Yeah, but we're naming. Sorry, I was miles away then. And that, my good friends, is that, I do believe. Nice. 1.128, 600. No perfects. Oh, that's disappointing. Smash Ryu score, though. And I do believe that is that. I imagine it's going to loop to the intro now, is it? Of course it is. And that was that. That was Street Fighter Alpha 2 on the Super Nintendo. A version that before today, maybe a lot of you didn't know existed. But yeah, it's cracking. It's a lot of fun. It's available on the Nintendo Virtual Consoles as well. And the thing that makes me laugh loads about it is I see loads of reviews from people say, oh, there's something wrong with the version or something wrong with my like whatever I'm playing it on. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no, it's just the way the game is. Do you know what I mean? I mean, this is still pretty faithful to the arcade intro. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a bit of down there. Do you know what I mean? It's well put together. When you consider what they had to do with what they had, it's just absolutely, it's just phenomenal. And when we say this about a lot of old, like the art of the old game was making the most of what you had. Do you know what I mean? Because you didn't have a lot, and that's kind of the whole point of all this. But yeah, we've been back like a week now. We've had a couple of videos, and I'll be honest with you, like the response to it has absolutely kind of blown me away. I think we've had something like 30 subscribers in a week or something. I put Gradius up on what did I put it on? Reddit, on our retro gaming. So if you came here from that, thanks very much for checking out this week's video. I also put on the bonus video, which was Golden Axe. I reckon I've got one more good Golden Axe clearing me, to be honest. I want to do hardest difficulty, no energy lost. Like, I don't want to do no hit because that's just going to kill me. Like, I'll spend way too long on that. But I'd love to do a no what's it one, like a no energy lost one. Because I finished that one on full energy, but I lost energy through the game, do you know what I mean? And just got the thingies to get it back. So it'd be cool to do like a no energy lost one completely. But yeah, more on that when I figure it out. What I'm going to do now is I'm not going to eat any more of that cheesecake because I've only got one slice left. Unfortunately, I've had so many questions about that. I'm legitimately going to get my wife to make me another one, I think, because I just can't really live without it. And I've still got half a tub of Ferrero Rocher left, half a Toblerone, and I'll just buy some Philadelphia tomorrow. Anyhow, it's details. Thanks very much for everything these last couple of weeks. It's been really good to be back and to get the positive feedback and the really nice comments from people. Because when you have a bit of a big break, you always wonder, like, if people just moved on, does anybody still care about what we do? And then you put a video out like that and it gets nearly 600 views and a load of comments, which is a lot for a channel like this, and it's phenomenal. Also, as well, massive shouts to whoever it was bought like that coffee machine on the Amazon affiliate. Do you know what I mean? That's the biggest item since records began. So yeah, shouts to that. Next month we are going to have some more merchandise made by the good people of merch. Probably going to do some hoodies. I can get them out at like 20 odd quid, 21, 22 quid, which is nothing really, because I mean, you can't get a decent hoodie for under like 30 quid really. They'll have a front print and a back print as well, so they'll probably be quite cool. And it'd be good because it's just going to get freezing in it from here on in. But yeah, I'm going to go now and drink some tea. You take very, very good care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon on the next episode of One Credit. Classics. I mean, that pause was ridiculous, wasn't it? I'd gone then. Do you know what I mean? I'd zoned out. Take care.